Good TV is what I need. Give me that good TV. It's for me. Give me that good TV. It's what I want to see. Hi, this is Good Family TV. We are talking today about practicing being polite, appreciative, and grateful. So more and more I've noticed that we are getting away from being polite in this world. Being polite is being courteous, gentle, respectful, and treating others as you would like to be treated. In this day we live in, politeness is not prevalent as it should be, and as prevalent as it really can be. So we can initiate that. Politeness goes a long way. Besides the fact that it feels great on the inside, it makes interactions with others easy and sweet. See, being polite doesn't require the other person to be polite in return. The fact is, it's not up to the other person to reciprocate. It only requires you to do your part. No matter what others are doing, experiencing their reaction has nothing to do with you. Yes, their reactions and responses can be indicative to what you put out. However, giving others grace will benefit you in the long run. So I would say that we're not excusing people from their negative reactions. We're just not affected and moved by them. In other words, we should be steadfast, unmovable, and always abounding in the word of the Lord. In order to do that, we can't be moved. We can't be like, up and down, up and down, up and down. We have to be steadfast, unmovable, abounding. We can't be moved by every situation or moved by people, places, and things. We determine our responses, and our responses determine the outcome of a situation. So we determine our responses, and our responses determine the outcome of a situation, basically. So I guess what I'm saying there is, if you have two people and they're in a dispute or an argument or something, is about to kick off, it takes two people for that to happen. So that one person is, getting heated and out of control does not mean that you have to get heated and out of control. So you determine the response, and in turn, that will determine the outcome of the situation. Now, if you get off the chain because that person was off the chain, then hey, the outcome is whatever it is. However, we can, if we see a situation that is getting out of hand, we can back off, and that outcome of that situation can be better than what it could be if you were going up against someone. So I recommend that we lean on the side of how it affects us in the long run, not being polite. So being polite has fruit. So in order for us to experience that fruit, we have to know that, hey, I'm going to be polite anyway, even if this person is not polite, because I'm not really doing it for them. You understand what I'm saying? Now, prayerfully, they will get something out of it, but if they don't, that's not up to you. So the Word of God says, with all this going for us, my dear friends, stand your ground and don't hold back. Throw yourselves into the work of the Master, confident that nothing you do for him is a waste of time. And that's 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. So politeness can be fruitful for others if they recognize it, but it's not up to you. You just do what God has called and anointed you to do in whatever situation that you're in. At the same time, you want to politeness will create an atmosphere for love to dwell, for peace to dwell, for joy to dwell, especially even in your home. Being polite, being respectful, being courteous. These things have fruit. They show up later. You know what I'm saying? These are seeds that can show up later. So we are light. We remember that we are light in very, very, very dark places. This is a dark world, but we are light in this dark world. So our light can drive out darkness. So your light can totally drive out darkness. I've seen it done. I've been in situations where I've been around people that were just totally negative and just bickering and fussy all the time. And I have seen the light that Jesus has put in me totally change the atmosphere. Although that person was miserable, because I really didn't have conversation for them. I really didn't have. So eventually, I mean, light drives out darkness. So eventually she was you either get on board or you get out the way. So Matthew 5:14-16 says, "You are the light, a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. Nor does anyone light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand. And it gives light to all who are in the house." So you are like a city set up on a hill. That's what Matthew 5:14-16 says. We are light. We set up on a hill. People looking at us, they're watching us. So be mindful of that, and don't be moved by people, places, and things, because all these are subject to change. People, places, and things are subject to change at any moment. So you can't be moved by it. And the Word of God also talks about we need to treat others as we would like to be treated. And that's not based off of how somebody treats you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I pushed the button right there, right? The Word of God says in Matthew 7:12, "So then in everything, treat others the same way you want them to treat you." Hey, so really you teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to respect you. You teach people how to love you. You teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to be around you. You teach them that. So I like to think that Jesus understands us, knowing that we need to overlook people, places, and things while rising above situations that are bothersome. That's what we are called to do. We are called to rise above situations that are bothersome. We are called to see it the way He sees it, not the way we are, not in our limited knowledge. And I personally like to thank God that His expectation of us isn't limited to our own abilities. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that His expectations of us is not limited to our own abilities. So we are required to rest, rule, and abide in Him always. To rest, rule, and abide in Him. And that's how we can practice being polite. So I just wanted to just share that with you. It's light, it's not heavy, but it's the truth. Practice being polite. Treat others as you would want them to treat you. And don't be reactive. Don't let people, places, and things determine how you are. I just wanted to share that with you. This is Good Family TV, and thank you. And I'll be back because I want to talk more, going a little bit deeper in this, and we want to talk about polite and appreciative. That will give you the results of a grateful heart. That will get you the results of a grateful heart. And that's what we want to be, especially in this season. We need to see the goodness in the land. We really do. And as a matter of fact, we don't necessarily need to see it. We need to be the goodness in the land. I just wanted to bless you. I pray that this blessed you and you be blessed.